Hey, yo, Five Tribe.
What up?
Let's welcome all our friends and enemies. Let them know this is Lakers land. Hey, yo, Tribe, holla at them, fam.
This is the Lakers and 5 Tribe, Lakers and 5 Live. DJ engineered it so you know that the vibe ride. Over here at Lakers, ain't no hessies or pump fakes. You can hit the link, nigga, get your take.
It's the Lakers in 5 Live, you know that it's showtime. Facts with stats, you know that we never lie. If a debate ever arrive, we never decline. It's like an and one to the free throw line. You know we shine bright, in our purple and gold. We go live from the Motor City down to the West Coast. We colder than a step back to a fadeaway. Got YouTube on lock like Bando in a passing lane.
Pass the rain. This is the Lakers and 5 Tribe, Lakers and 5 Live. DJ engineered it so you know that the vibe ride. I'm out.
What's up, everybody? Back here with another stream. The goal was to do it yesterday, but DJ was busy to where he had work, so I couldn't stream yesterday. But I'm here to make up for yesterday. Salute in the chat. Salute Daniel. Daniel Berry, good seeing you. Goat James. The bandwagon. I don't know why you have my Florida Panthers logo is your profile pic, but I'll let you slide because the Panthers won the Stanley Cup. Tyrell Lewis, salute. Al walking down, LL Dolphin with the little Wolverine type of symbol. Salute. Purple and gold, salute. Samaria Beast Warrior, salute. Ayton on getting paid 33 and a half last year. It depends on what the Lakers give up to get a Maxey and Gabe plus Vando, maybe a few second rounders. But the thing is, outside of our 55th pick, I don't think we have any more second rounders to do that. But I will say I'm willing to give a pick swap. I'm willing to give up a pick swap for DeAndre Ayton. I know a lot of people are not a huge fan of him due to his low motor and due to his, low effort. But if you watch him play basketball, Phoenix did him dirty. Phoenix didn't want him, and he didn't want to be in Phoenix no more because Phoenix didn't want him. And his last year with Phoenix, he was pretty good despite all of the drama and everything. Monty Williams just did not like him. So they fired Ayton. So they fired Monty Williams for DeAndre Ayton, and then they just shipped him out to Phoenix for Nusuf Nurkic, which, during that time I said it's a better fit because, Ayton, you didn't want Ayton, they didn't want to be there. So it was kind of like a you get off of his contract type of thing. But yeah, like what has the Phoenix Suns done since DeAndre Ayton has left? And is, to be honest with you, nothing outside of getting swept in the first round by Minnesota 2 years ago. They haven't done anything. Salute Tiffany, salute Franklin, salute Steve, go shot. Hope all y'all doing well. I would like for you guys to give a shout out to DJ for allowing me to be able to host today. What's up, Go James? But I'm gonna switch to my laptop from my phone, so be right back. Hold on, I'm gonna mute up. Salute, Steve. Salute. Hopefully everyone is doing well today. But shout out to DJ again for allowing me to stream for today. Um okay, I saw what DJ said. All right, noted. But no, shout out to DJ for allowing me to live stream again. Um for sure. But yeah, so we talked about there's a lot of teams we talked about. We talked about with Brooklyn. We talk about with the Orlando Magic for the bigs. I was gonna say maybe one of their like very good defenders that show some level of respect, like being respectable on offense. But they traded for Desmond Banks, so you can kind of kiss that goodbye. We talked about trading with Utah. Talked about trading potentially with Boston due to teams around the league are calling about Jaylen Brown and Derek White. Um, and they're looking at trading Drew Holiday, Porzingis, Sam Hauser. But we never talked about trading with Portland. And Portland is for sure one of those have a couple pieces to where like they can they're not like the sexiest names, but they'll help you out for the season. So Steve Goshot said, who does our trades and singings look like if our owner is willing to go into the luxury tax? The Suns are 248 million in the luxury tax. How far can we go into the luxury tax and not care? All options for us should be open. Oh, for sure. But for this, I think our new owner will probably go over the Phoenix Suns luxury tax and even Boston. Um, and before Minnesota trade Karl Anthony Towns, I think he'll go over that. To be honest with you, because he's like the richest. He's one of the richest guys in the world. He's not just a millionaire; he's a multi like billionaire. So it's kind of like, yeah, I think he's willing to do whatever it takes. Like if he has to go, like be like $300 million in a luxury tax just for us to win championships, I think he does not care. To be honest with you, that's the vibes that he's giving me and everything. So again, do not be surprised whatsoever if we get almost every single guy that we need via free agency or trade. He spent unlimited money on the Dodgers. He's looking to do the same for Lakers. He do not care. LL. Yeah, yeah, I was just gonna bring it up, but the difference, like, I don't want to use but I don't want to use baseball into basketball because with baseball, like, if you're a big market team, uh, yeah, like with baseball, there's no like caps, like, there's no like cap to where like there's a limit to who you can pay or whatever. I thought it was, but it don't matter if you're a big market team like him. Yeah, baseball has no cap space, but with basketball it does. But even with that, I think he don't care about you. I think he's willing to be in the negatives just for us to win championships, and we need those type of guys. Now, I do want him to be smart on going all in because I don't want him to be like the Phoenix Suns owner. Uh, and pull that Phoenix Suns new owner situation. The war now they're stuck with Bradley Beal, but I think he knows better. And I also like too that this is actually an opportunity for Rob. I know a lot of people want Rob Pelinka fired, but I think this is actually the best thing for Rob. Yeah, he doesn't care about championships. Yes, we must be. Oh, for sure. Um, I think I think our new owner is smart. Yes, he goes after the flashy names, but he also go for those guys that are like no one really hardly talks about. Long as those guys are able to help us win a championship, he's gonna be willing to pay for them, and that's what I like. So he's rich, but he ain't dumb rich. He's smart rich. So I like that about him. So salute to our new owner for sure. But back to Portland though. So Portland have multiple guys that the Lakers and try to trade for. Um, like they have multiple guys that out like DeAndre Ayton, Robert Williams, Matisse Thybulle, Sona Kamara, Danny Avia. Um, they also have Anthony Simons. I prefer to stay away from Anthony Simons, but I see some Laker fans sometimes on the timeline bring him up for like, oh, he can come off the bench. Not that type of contract, no. But um, either way, yeah. Um, they just have so many guys that we could trade for and help us out, especially with Aiton and everything. But he said, I don't know if Rove is allowed to make these type of decisions, or is the new owner going to let Magic take over? He made Magic Johnson and Chase pretty much. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I do not know, but I think he'll be. I think he's smart enough to figure it out, and is again willing to do whatever it takes for us to Rob. Yeah, yeah. I think Rob is gonna. Yeah, since Rob is like the president now, he doesn't have to. I think he's over Jeannie Buss, as in like a role in the front office. He was like the vice president and stuff, but now he's the full president and everything. So he pretty much has more so to say than what we thought. So I think he actually is going to make the right moves and decisions to help us win a championship this year. And if not, he is going to get fired because Mark don't play about that. So I'm going to, put the StreamYard link in. And again, sorry for being an hour late. The goal was to go live at either 8 or 9, but next time I'll just say um next time I would just do 8 o'clock and then be done by 10. So we'll be good to go. But if anyone is welcome to join the StreamYard link, you guys are welcome to do so. But back to Portland. So again, like I brought up, I also made a YouTube video about it, which don't have a lot of views. But if you guys want to check out the video I made, talking about DeAndre Ayton and Matisse Thybulle, then you guys can check that out. Um, if you guys want to send super chats, you guys are more than welcome to do so. It helps DJ out. It also helps me out with my little bonus. So if you think I'm doing a good job, you guys are more than welcome to send super chats and everything. So feel comfortable doing so. Yes, I think Rob might pull out LOL before any decisions are made. LOL. Oh, we'll see. Because I don't think Mark is going to be rude off the rip. I think he's going to be patient and I think he's going to be nice to him. And then if Rob Pelinka is not doing what he likes, then he will for sure be out. But anyways, so let me share. So the bandwagon said facts. Facts. Baseball has no cap. This is a new owner. Can get Giannis, Jokic, and Luka on the same team. Yeah. It like even if I know Mark will be willing to pay for it, but even still, that would be insanely crazy. But I don't hate it. I don't hate it, to be honest with you. But anyways, back to um yeah, but back to what I was saying. So like the one person brought up earlier, DeAndre Ayton is on his last year on his $35.5 million contract. And I would like to have him. He's a guy who can be a lob threat again. Um, a lot threat. He can rebound. He can make little plays here and there. He can also create for himself. He has a very good. He has a midi, which I like about DeAndre Ayton. Uh, he has that mid range touch like Anthony Davis does, and he's very efficient from that. Like he's very efficient from the mid range area. Uh, J. Lewis said, honestly, Aiden would be a better choice out of all the available centers. Outside of Walker Kessler, I 1000% agree with you. I 1000% agree with you. Cuba said, listen, Gerardo, right tomorrow will be dedicated who I'll be a bandwagon fan of, either in or OKC. Well, I'd rather you be a bandwagon Pacers fan than a bandwagon OKC fan. So if you want to be a bandwagon, I pray the Pacers win, which you are a bandwagon. So I pray that you are a bandwagon Pacers fan than OKC fan. Steve Ghostshot said, yeah, he can do anything, but we just have to be smart trying to win championships. That is 1000% correct, my man. That is 1000% correct. He replied to bandwagon, bro, you never lied about the results um the games of the game 7 LL. Yeah. But either way, like whoever wins game 7, it was a good series. I thought this series would be over in 4 to 5 games, to be honest with you. I thought that OKC Thunder would just be completely locked in um and just mollywop the Pacers, but the Pacers um have shown a lot of fight and everything. So yeah, fair and respect to them. But yeah, either way, back to what I was saying though. I just praise Aiton for being a good rebounder. He's a guy who can create for his own shot. He can be a lob threat. A lot of people says he washed, and I don't know why people say that. He's only 26 years old. Um, like he just like the Pacers don't like not the Pacers, the Portland Trailblazers, excuse me, just don't give him the ball, and it's very confusing on why they don't give him the ball. But either way, he's a very good player. The issue is just again his motor, low effort type of play. However, I do think it's because of the situation that he was in Phoenix, because there was no complaints until uh, Monty Williams didn't like him, and then the team just hated him for I don't know whatever reason. But there wasn't a issue with him until then. He even helped them go to the finals. I know they lost in 6, but um, still though. Go James laughing. Cuba said, Cuba, aka the bandwagon said, dang, Aiton looks 40 here. Sorry, 58. That's crazy. Y'all need to chill on my man Aiton, bruh. He would be nice for the Lakers, man. Y'all kind of tripping. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all kind of, you know what I mean? Y'all kind of glazing a bit, but I'm gonna let y'all slide. I'm gonna let y'all slide because y'all in the chat. If y'all was up here, it'll be a different story. Um, Roton Tizzy, if I said your name correctly. If I didn't, then I apologize. He says, "Sup, fellas? What's up?" But like the dude said earlier in the chat, it could be like Rui, Gabe, Vando, and a couple seconds. But the problem is that we don't have like we don't have what you call it. We don't have seconds outside the 55th pick this year, and I think Rob is probably going to do is probably trade up or just stay at the 55th pick. Plus, we're gonna need a third string center, anyways. Like we're gonna need a starting caliber center, a backup, of course, and then I think we'll have a rookie as our third string center. Aiton had that Sigma and Phoenix. They sent him to Portland because he was lazy and he wouldn't get in shape or better at basketball. I don't think that's what it is. with DeAndre Ayton, I just think they just didn't like him. And I feel like he was lazy because of how Monty Williams was treating him. So it's kind of like, oh, well, you're saying all this about me. Well, let me prove my point. I'm trying to get up out of here. He signed it. He was supposed to be a pacer. But then the Phoenix Suns was being petty and matched the contract to where he's now stuck in Phoenix, and that's why he got that big contract. Because the Pacers was supposed to trade Miles Turner to the Lakers or the Clippers last time I remember, and then no, you're good. But I'm just breaking it down to you and how I'm viewing it as a player like Aiton and then the team. So he was supposed to be a Pacer. The Suns matched the offer, even though they don't want him. They was doing that to be petty and to prove to him like you're not going to do anything. You're not safe or whatever. And then since Monty Williams don't like him, he being petty right back. That's how I view it, to be honest with you. But no, I definitely know that those were the reports. Go James says sup Tizzy, and then Terrell Lewis says garbage. Why you think it's garbage? But why you think it's garbage? I don't think I think a lot of people have negative stuff to say about him because of you know because of the bad rep he had in Phoenix. I think if Phoenix didn't, if they just traded him just to trade him instead of his attitude and stuff, even though they cause it, I don't think a lot of people would care. It's so KB said Aiton too soft. I definitely disagree. He said dumpster truck. Shout out to Laker and FL. Okay, salute. Tyrell Willis said dumpster truck. He said dumpster truck. Y'all hate Aiden that much, bro? Steve Goshaw said, I think Aiden is a joke. He's been to Portland all this time. His numbers doesn't say he want to win or be good at basketball. But that's the thing, though. Portland doesn't give Andre Ayton the basketball. Like, they're just playing free basketball. They don't care about winning games. Like, why would I give my 150% if, we're getting blown out every game, even though Portland was very good in the second half of the season, uh, which I thought they was going to make the play in over Dallas and Phoenix. But, uh, you know, that's when AD came back and changed everything. But yeah, Aiden is a good player. I just think he just needs to have the right mindset, the right guys around, the right culture around him. He'll be good. But the 8-2 soft stuff, I don't agree with that. I think it's just a mindset and a motor issue. But I think again with JJ Redick, Luka Doncic, and LeBron James, I think he will be more serious about basketball and everything. Salute Laker Girl. Make sure you guys check out Lakers Girl YouTube channel and subscribe to her. Aiden has not been relevant in 3 years. I would take Hayes over him right now. I know. I think you're trolling when you say this. I know you're probably serious, but I don't think you mean it because you don't like Aiton's motor. But Aiton's bad motor is still better than Jackson Hayes. Y'all talk about Aiton being soft. Jackson Hayes is way soft. Softer than wet toilet paper. He was getting punked around by Rudy Gobert to where JJ had to bench him, and then Rudy Gobert was looking like Shaquille O'Neal. So just keep that in mind. If Jackson Hayes was really that good, then we will not be complaining about a center. So just again keep that in mind. Easy said, I won't be mad at A once he's solid. I won't say he's a elite rim protector or anything, but he is good when his mindset is there. I'll say that about Aiton. Because I watched Aiton be on the Phoenix Suns where they went to the finals, and then not only that, they was the first seed in the NBA in the West at one point too. So people got to also keep that in mind. Like all that with Aiton. So if Aiton really was really that bad on defense, they wouldn't been the first seed, and then not only that, they would have been the best defensive team in the world during that time too. So is this trade true? I don't think. What do you mean by Clay? So what do you mean by is this trade true? This is just a fun conversation to be having. I think that's what it is. What's up, Laker girl? What is up? If you want to come, more than welcome to do so.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. What about you?
I'm good.
That's
So what's the,
good.
what's the topic you talking about? This trade?
Yes, ma'am. We're talking about potentially maybe the Lakers, look at DeAndre Ayton. I know it's not the sexiest name. I know a lot of people do not like DeAndre Ayton due to his bad rep in Phoenix, but you also gotta keep in context too, Phoenix didn't want him.
Mm-hmm.
And due to the fact they did not want him, and due to the fact that he knows and knew during that time they didn't want him. He wanted to get out too because why would I want to be somewhere where I don't feel loved, appreciated, welcome? You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like you in a relationship with a guy on your end or a girl on my end. Why would I continue to see this person and they don't appreciate my love, support, and everything? That's what it was in Phoenix. And with during their head coach during that time, I think it was Monty Williams. I said he didn't like him for I don't know whatever the reason was. Um, and because of that, due to he giving 8 and low minutes when he's their best center and they're easily, arguably their second or third best guy on every single night, you're playing him like 20 some minutes in a playoff game. That makes no sense whatsoever. And because of that, Aiden didn't like it and everything, and that's why he got shipped out to Portland.
Mm-hmm.
Like he wasn't getting the ball more because there will be at times where he has a guy like I'm gonna use Austin Reeves for example. Austin Reeves is guarding him in the paint. Now we know everyone in here can hate Aiden all they want, but they know if he sees Austin Reeves in the paint, it's barbecue chicken. But you have guys like Cam Johnson, Jay Crowder, and all these guys just shooting threes, chucking threes, and telling Aiden to rebound when Aiden is right there. It's easy points for him, and you're not passing the ball. And then Monty Williams will criticize him for, you know, the missed shot or whatever. And that was not right and fair to him. And my question is, what has Phoenix done without Aiton? That's the real question. People talk about Aiton. What has Aiton done and everything? Well, what about Phoenix? What have they done since Aiton has been traded? Nothing. First round swept, missed the play in. Now you finna trade Kevin Durant and potentially Devin Booker, and it's all because of Bradley Beal. So I think people need to keep that in mind. Also think too that like JJ Redick, how he is as a coach. He knows how DeAndre Ayton is. He even praised DeAndre Ayton. Nikola Jokic, who people said, oh, we need a Jokic stopper. Nikola Jokic legit said the best defender, DeAndre Ayton is the best defender guarding me. Like he's the best defender I've ever faced. He legit said that in the 2021 playoffs. So again, plus not only that, you're giving up bad are not good contracts for a bad contract, yes, but a better player than all the guys. So that's just something to keep in mind. But yeah, what's your thoughts on that, Lakers girl? I'm just speaking both ways. If you don't like Ian, that's cool. If you do, I'm with you. But yeah,
But say for instance, if this trade was to go down, which players will we have to give up?
that's a good question, and I think because last year Portland was interested in both Rui and Vando. Those were reports last year for Jeremy Grant. So I think instead of you trading for Jeremy Grant, you're trading Gabe, who's an expiring contract, and with the new CBA, the expiring contracts are more valuable than picks because you get off of long-term money, and that's what Portland and all these bad teams are trying to do. Um, you give up Vando, who's a bad contract, but they're rebuilding or whatever. They don't really care as long as they get the pick or whatever. They're fine, and you give up either Rui or you give up another 10 million some dollar contract, but it's most likely Rui because Rui does no long he doesn't fit due to the fact we have LeBron James and due to the fact that LeBron James cannot play the three and Rui is out of position. He will be more in position in Portland than still in LA. Plus, I think the Lakers would trade Rui, but all you're giving up is Rui, Gabe, Vando, and give up a pick swap. But it's more than just 8 and 2. I also would like Matisse Thybulle that T.Y. Church said too, because you need defenders. Like you need perimeter defense. You need athletic guys who can play defense, guys who can be respectable hitting the three ball. And Thybulle is that guy. I know he played like 13 some games this year due to an injury, but for the most part, he's a very good 3-point shooter and a very good defender. He's improved his 3-point shooting to something we wish Vandal could be. Because we was talking about, imagine Vando just being 33% from three. Well, Thibault shot like 40-some% from three this year on like 5 attempts. We wish Vando could do that, but unfortunately that's not the case. But yeah, that's something that I would do in a pick swap or two or whatever. But you're not giving up your protected first. You're not giving up your unprotected first, which is important. We don't care about the pick swaps, to be honest with you. But yeah. Okay, Easy said Ayton did make the finals. Yep, there you go. There you go. There you go. Go James. Saying sister Laker girl. KB was what's up, bro? Ty Willis said not championship material. Y'all don't like Ayton, bro, but he was legit 2 games away from winning the championship. That's the thing, though. Come on, man. It's all good though. Uh, Tyrell Willis said he is horrible. Um, the Cuba said Gerald and other Laker fans would want him in a trade by the midseason. No, I'll keep Ayton. And again, this is the thing too, though. If it doesn't work out, you just trade him at the trade deadline because teams would rather put up with him for half of the season than a full season. And then also too, he's expiring contract. Same thing with Matisse Thybulle. So just to keep that in mind, guys. Like if we do trade for him and it doesn't work out, you can just trade him for guys that can help now and everything, or trade or let him walk a free agency and you get like $50-some million back in money. So guys, just keep that in mind. See what Church said, I want him and Thibault. Vic said if Aiden was that good, he wouldn't be a journeyman. That's a fact. I disagree. I think again, Phoenix traded him because he didn't want to be there and they didn't want him. So they kind of had no choice. And plus they were trying to, you know, have depth around the big three of KD, Booker, and Beal. So I think that's why they traded him, to be honest with you. Steve Goshot said, you're right. But the chances of Aiden being a solid contributor in is a gamble. I would take Williams from Portland before Ayton. I disagree with you because Robert Williams, I like Robert Williams, but he's very injury prone, and I do not like him as my starting center. Robert Williams is very injury prone, and the Portland Trailblazers are more. They want more um for Robert Williams than what they would for DeAndre Ayton because they don't care for DeAndre Ayton. He said salute Lakers girl. Justice said package AR for Jaren Jackson Jr. I wouldn't hate it. I see it a lot on Twitter, but I don't hate it, honestly. I really don't. I have absolutely no issues with that, whatever. Vic said he's a German. Enough said. Okay. Kind of disagree with you, but hey, maybe the Lakers could be his final home. We don't know. We don't know. Donald says salute to DJ and them. 1,000. Salute to you, bro. Um, I highly doubt the Lakers are looking at Aiden. I've heard of better centers linked to us, but ain't it? LL. Who are the center? Who are the centers that y'all guys think that is better than DeAndre Ayton outside of Walker Kessler? Because the only center I will take over DeAndre Ayton is Walker Kessler that's available. So just guys keep that in mind. And I also think too, Walker Kessler is pricey. Um, but with DeAndre Ayton, you're just doing matching salaries and you're just giving up a pick swap or a second or something. Like it's not gonna cost much to get Ayton. Just keep that in mind. And if that is the case, then sorry, Portland Trailblazers GM, you can kiss our bleep 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 and we're hanging up the phone. You know? So just think that in mind. I am not trading for nobody on Portland unless they give them players away. Um I mean, they want to get off of some guys like Jeremy Grant, like that contract, but I don't want Jeremy Grant. Um, I like DeAndre Ayton. I think they're going to trade. Robert Williams. I think they're going to trade. Anthony Simons is another guy. I think they're going to trade. And since Orlando got Anthony Simons, I don't know if Orlando is interested in Anthony Simons no more. But we'll see. But either way, I think Portland is going to do a fire sale, or they might just try to do whatever it takes to become a playoff team or a playing team or something. We don't know. See with Rui and Gabe, that's two people out just for Aiden who isn't a good deal. I disagree. I like but Aiden is a better fit, and Gabe was a no show in the playoffs. He couldn't. He only gave us, I think, 2 points per game, which was a problem. And then Rui, yes, he was good for us offensively. However, he was getting picked on defensively. So Donald D. Venom said with that trade, we just getting Aiton. If so, that's not enough. I think so. I think the main thing is Aiton because of a center, but I also would like another piece or two in return, like give up, like trade Rui for Matisse Thybulle, who's a 3-and-D option. I know he's not the sexiest name. I know he's been injury prone this year, but he's a guy who can really help us out. He fits better next to Luca than Reaves. And you can imagine a lineup of this because I think a lot of people sleep on this too. Luca, Thibault, DFS, LeBron James, and Aiton. That is arguably a top three to top five starting lineup. You have offense, rebounding, guys who can switch, guys who can play defense outside of Luka Doncic. But maybe if he's more committed on defense this year, we'll see. But you have versatility. You have guys who can slide those puppies, play defense, everything. And you have guys who are dogs. So Thibault's no pushover. He's a guy who's going to stand up for Luka too. So you guys also got to keep that in mind. What's up, Chris? Vic said, "Hell no." Y'all got it, bro. Y'all funny, man. Steve Goshaw said, "It's the off season. We can get a player for both of them and ruin." Yeah, yeah, but that's the thing though, too. Though, like in free agency, you could just replace you can easily replace Gabe for like Shake Milton, like Anthony Melton or something. Vic said, "Nah." Donald D. Venom said we need to trade like that, at least two players with that trade. Yeah, for sure, man. Talk about Sharp, and Jake. How about Austin's recruiting? I like that. I would like Lavania or whatever his last name is. I would like Jake to be a Laker. He's a cheap 3-and-D option. Um, and I think we will only have to pay him like $4 to $5 million. He's that good. He's young too. He's only like 20, what, 23, 24, some years old. He can play defense. He's very athletic. He'll be a lob threat too, which Luca likes. He can shoot the three ball. I think he shot like 40 to 42% from three this year on pretty good attempts too. I don't know why Memphis traded him or whatnot, but yeah, I will love him. And then Daewon Sharp will be a nice backup to have. Whether that's Aiton, Claxton, or Walker Kessler, like Daewon Sharp will be a very good backup for us. I think that's if we get him. Um, Steve Gosshard said, "I wouldn't waste out on getting him. We need a honk season with a solid roster to compete." Yeah, but that's a solid roster though. You have a good starting lineup, and then your bench is not hard to solve than what people think. Like it's not that difficult and challenging to find bench guys and everything. Steve Goshaw also said I would try to get the best talent on the market before looking at players like Aiton. Like his contract is terrible, by the way. I know, but again, you're gonna have to look at too. Like it's more than just the contract, also. Uh, but you have to think outside the box. You have to be creative. You have to look at other options because if Nick Claxton's not available no more and Walker Kessler's not available no more, or Jaren Jackson Jr. stays with Memphis with that contract, then you're gonna have to look at other guys too. And I prefer Capella or Brook Lopez as a backup center. So just keep that in mind also, by the way. Donald D. Venom said, yeah, not just one player, uh, bro. The fact we got to give up 5 to 7 players to get
Hello?
something that's kind of bugging me. What's up? What's
Yeah,
up, Chris? How you doing, Brody?
good with it, man.
Not much, bro. Just talk about DeAndre Ayton's potential trade to the Lakers, maybe. But yeah,
Hey, man, look, it's only two things about that.
you said what
It's
now?
only two things. It's only two things about that deal with DeAndre Ayton.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing is that they had to pay him that because the Pacers had matched the offer sheet. Well, they had to match the offer sheet or whatever it was. They
Yeah,
put
yeah. The Pacers
down
offered
for
him that contract, and then the Suns matched it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then the second thing is that he got that deal before that new CBA stuff kicked in. You
Yeah, correct. Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? So a player like Ayton, I'm not, you know, I'm not looking at the 30 million saying, you know, or getting there, you know what I'm saying, he's not worth it and stuff like that or whatever. We gotta keep in mind, bro. All these dudes not gonna come into the league right away being the best players on their team. He was playing behind Devin Booker. I was playing the same thing with the Lakers team. He was playing behind D Book, you know what I'm saying? And then they had the other couple wing players. He really wasn't playing behind them like that for real. But then they ended up getting Chris Paul. You know what I'm saying? A guy that's you gotta basically, you know what I'm saying, he gotta basically get you the ball, you know. And it kind of turned Aiden into, a non-factor in a way because they basically wanted to turn him into another DeAndre Jordan.
Right, and
You
he
know what
didn't
I'm
want to
saying?
be that player. He's better than DeAndre Jordan, by the way. But just keep that in mind, people. But yeah, continue.
Yeah, so I know everybody looking at this contract, he getting 30 million. I mean, no, we don't want to be trash and stuff like that. But I mean, at the same time, bro, who you want on the team? Who you want to pay the 30 million right now? Him or Austin Reaves? You know what I'm saying? Go back and look at
Yeah,
some of them numbers Aiton was getting you in the playoffs, man. Let's not act like this nigga wasn't a walking double double
that's what I'm
for a lot
saying,
of
bro.
years.
Like a lot of people forget that he still is a walking. He's still a walking double double. Still is, but yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Who was the last big man we had that averaged over 10 points in the down regular season? Dwight
I think
Howard
which
didn't do it.
Dwight Howard before he came back for the second go around, and then Marcus All, not yeah, Marcus All, he had double digits, and Paul Gasol, and then I would like to say Anthony Davis. He's a power forward, but then when he got bigger, he's more now of a center than a power forward. So
Wait, Marcus Gasol averaged 10 points?
yeah, that average 10 points or more.
But maybe I should have put it a little higher then. None of them
Yeah,
niggas averaged 14, 15 points.
Yeah, and the last guy who did that was Anthony Davis, consistently. But Aiden can get you 25 and
I think
15
Aiden,
points. He's that good of a player. It's just motor, and you gotta get him the ball, bro. Have to feed
I
him.
think Aiden, I think Aiden put up. I think he had like 17 rebounds in one of them finals games.
Right. He
You know
was
what
going
I'm saying?
crazy
So,
on the board.
you know what I'm saying? Like I say, let's not act like he's not a better option to have right now than Austin Reeves. Remember, Aiden contract is not going to be 30 million forever. You know what I'm saying? If he don't perform this next season or whenever that contract up, he gonna get less than 30 mil this next time. Like I say, they only gave him 30 mil because they had to match that they had to match that offer. If no team would have put up an offer for that nigga, he wouldn't have got 30 mil, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, we done had niggas like D'Lo making 30 mil for a season over here with us. We had niggas like Westbrook making 40 mil.
Right.
You know, and Aiden younger than both of them.
And better.
Yeah, and he playing a position to where it's easier for him to get baskets. Like I say, remember, this is the type of basketball player that LeBron and a boy Luka need right now. A guy that's easy to get the ball around the basket. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then his numbers were pretty much still the same. You know, from Portland to the, you know what I'm saying, from the Suns to Portland. It's just a little slight drop off. So you telling me he go from a damn old CP3 and Devin Booker? You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, bro, like, what do these niggas want? You want a nigga to average 20, 25 damn points, being a third guy to get the ball on the team most possessions. Like I say, go back and tell me one team that had three niggas that averaged 20 like that, and tell me if
Right.
one of them niggas was a big man.
Right.
The last team I could think of was that Warriors team where you had KD, Clay, and Steph all average 20, but all them niggas is jump shooters. Like I say, bro, I'm not finna keep acting like I'm finna be picky about getting the damn player when we just sat up here and watched our team go out in the first round in 5 games as a damn third seed. It's
Right.
pretty damn obvious that we need some changes right now. We got a whole nother owner, and we got to kick this in. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, into the high gears, man.
Right.
DeAndre Ayton, I don't give a damn about no Austin Reeves. If he got to be in that deal, man, he's just got to get on, bro. Real talk.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. But the
Rui,
thing, but the crazy thing is too, though, Chris, you don't have to give up Austin Reeves in this deal. You don't have to. You just have to trade Rui, Gabe, Vando, like maybe one or two pick swaps for him, and then I would like another guy too, Matisse Thybulle, who's like a Vanderbilt but better defensively. No, not better defensively, better offensively, excuse me, who can hit the three ball. We've been preaching Vanderbilt. Man, imagine if Vando can develop that three ball. And he's never done that. And then he just posted on his Instagram him trying to work on his 3-point shot, but we're not falling for it, bro. It's like the Ben Simmons uh, doing summer workouts again. See him hitting fadeaway threes, middies, everything, and you're not doing it. So just keep that in mind. Charlie said, "What happened between Lakers and Five in the past joint podcast? I don't know, and I would not speak on that. That is their
what are you talking about?
personal." Yeah, Charlie said he asked a question about what happened between Lakers and Five and the other stuff, but I don't know, and I will not answer that question, and I don't want to assume. Melvin Mason said, "What's up, DJ? What's up?" It's not DJ,
Oh,
but what's up? What's
he
going
probably
on,
asked me
brother?
what DJ had or something.
Yeah, but DJ at work, if I'm not mistaken. Taylor said, "Amen. Get this deal done." Amen, brother. People know the word. People know the word, man. People know, like, again, like what Chris said, like, a lot of people are saying, man, we need a center. We need a center, man. Like, gotta get a center. And I don't know if Walker, I don't know, because a lot of people can say that, oh, well, Danny Ainge don't want to work with you. Okay, so why do you want Walker Kessler and you know that Danny Ainge don't work with you? And then, well, Nick Claxton, I don't know, that contract too big. Okay, yeah, but I don't know if bro. I don't know. I kind of am on it. Okay, and I don't want to give him my protector first. Okay, well, what about Aiden? No, he too soft. But you don't have to give up um, like you don't have to give up nothing outside of match your salaries and a pick swap. Like, you know what I mean? So, my man Dort, what's up, Brody? How you doing?
You know what though? I
Okay,
would
go ahead,
love,
Chris.
I would love to know. You know what I'm
I
saying?
would
For the
too.
people
I
that's out
would
there
too,
listening.
bro.
You know what
Right,
I'm
I would
saying?
too.
Like for the people that's out there listening, right?
Yeah.
You in the YouTube chat, tell me who do you think the better player is out of these three options? We got Claxton, Ayton, and Walker Kessler. Who's the best player out of those three? You know what I'm saying? If your hands are free and you got some time to type in the chat, please put that in the chat. Because if I'm looking at it, obviously Kessler is making the least out of these three. But boy, Claxton, I think he's made an all defense team in the past 2 or 3 seasons. Right? I don't think Aiden have done it. So, it's kind of along the lines of, if a guy makes a all NBA team or all defense team, people automatically assume that he's like a top 25, 30 player. You know, I don't think Kessler's top 50, right? Neither is Claxton. That's what I'm saying. To me, I'm gonna say Aiden is probably better right now still than the both of them. And they're better than Aiden, stats wise on defense. But I would argue a motivated Aiden is the better rebounder of the three. And to me, he's obviously the better scorer of the three. He shoots the ball. So, like I say, the only thing people can really argue at this point is the 30 million. But lucky for us, we had the guys to, you know, equal up to the contract to get him to the team. You know, and then for me, he's experienced. Playing against these certain centers that we'll end up going up against. You know what I'm saying? If we got those three guys, I would think Aiden could slow Jokic up a little bit easier than the other two. Because Kessler, you know, he probably the better. I wouldn't say he's probably the better shot blocker of the three. Because Claxton is up there. But to me, he's still kind of like wet behind the ears. You know what I'm saying? I think Jokic just swallow him up real easy. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Claxton, he's fairly on the thin side, so I don't know about him. That's why I say we've seen Aiden already against Jokic in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, people better go look some of that boy numbers up, man. You know, like I say, yeah, he wasn't averaging 20 and stuff like that playing with CP3 number. Man, hey, we gotta have something right now, bro. I know damn well none of you niggas want to go back to the playoffs with down there. What a boy name is and the other two niggas. Come on, man.
Is okay. I thought you was asking a question, but you were just saying a statement. My bad. I thought you was, I'm like, wait.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Nah,
Like,
but
man, we,
yeah.
been, man, we ain't even had no center to play in the playoffs, bro.
We
You know what I'm
didn't,
saying?
bro. And people, yeah, bro.
Like, niggas ain't really hearing me, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to go back to the playoffs again without a big man. We got a 40-year-old LeBron James playing the other front court player. So we need the damn center to be elite in something. Whether it's down shot blocking, rebounding, scoring, something, man. We was, for the say, we was having other niggas to get in that wasn't scoring at all. Center was probably our most, you know what I'm saying, unproductive spot we had out there. We had down the one million on our team, but his name is Dorian Finney. We had him playing center. That nigga wasn't scoring like that. And then he'll start off with, oh boy, Jackson Hayes at the center, then take him out, and then, he been playing for like the last 3 games or something. You know, we were basically out there trying to like gang rebound. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas, bro, hey, look, man, we got to get this done, bro. It's been too many games being played the last 3, 4 years. You know what I'm saying? That nigga Rob, I ain't gonna lie. Rob, if you don't get this done, my nigga, your ass is grass. That nigga Magic coming for that spot, man.
Yeah. And just to let you know, DJ did, because back from the past stream, he said no cussing. So let's try not to have no cussing today, because I don't want the stream to be taken down or whatever. But yeah, what's up? What's up, buddy? It's not Lakers in 5, but yeah, bro. Just what's up? What's up? I'm going younger. I'm sorry. That's the new blueprint. That is true. But Aiden is 26 years old though. He's not old. He's 26.
Yeah, he real, yo.
Yeah. So keep that in mind too. I'm assuming you want to do this deal. Um, I'm assuming that's what you're doing. But is this real? No, this is just a trade proposal. Just having fun conversations about should the Lakers trade for DeAndre Ayton or whatnot. You before you guys ask these type of questions, read the title of the stream, and you will see at the very end it's a question mark. So we're just having fun conversations about it. That's all. Trash, too risky. Why you think DeAndre Ayton is trash? Is there any good valid reasons? Good news, Nelson.
Well, I would think it's the past couple years, and it's a lot of you know it's a lot of negative stigma around his name right now.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, D'Lo went through the same thing, and look what happened when he got over here to us. Russ getting traded there. Well, he ended
yeah.
up over
The question
what's
is, are
going
the
on.
Lakers? Yeah. Hold on. I want to answer this question real. I want to answer two questions real quick. So he asks, um, are the 2025 Lakers squad overrated? I don't think they are, but I do think we wasn't healthy. Our bench was awful, and we just didn't have a center. I think if we had just a center and a 3 and D small forward over Rui, or like 3 and D guys around Luca and LeBron and a good center, we'll be fine. I think we would have not lost to Minnesota, but either way, we have a long ways to go, because the fact that we lost to Minnesota in 5, and they lost in 5 games to the same team that Laker fans said, "Oh, we can beat," then I don't know. Um, Donald D Venom said, "Bro, y'all forgetting that he forgot he's having off the court issues." But I don't think it's I don't think it's that bad to where we can't fix that problem though. I will say that. I just think it's more so of a motor issue and the fact that, um he don't get the ball and whatnot. So, and I know that Luca and LeBron James will feed him the ball. So I think we'll be happy here. And then not only that, JJ will put up a scheme to where where DeAndre Ayton can get the ball more and be able to, cook more. So just keep that in mind because you're bringing up all his negatives, but won't bring up the positives, and you won't bring up the new situation to where like Luca, LeBron, and JJ Redick can't change things with him. So just keep that in mind. He's not trash. Just he got to stay focused and get his mindset right. This is usually what happens with younger players, anyways. And then they humble themselves later down the road and accept the role. But DeAndre Ayton is a very good player. His talent is there, and I think Luka can get the best out of him. If he can make Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford, Dwight Powell, and all the guys he had look good, he can make DeAndre Ayton look like Joel Embiid, bro. That's how much talent DeAndre Ayton has. So Reaves wasn't the best contract, extended contract out of Austin. No, I think he was out of Austin and Vando and him. I think Rui ha- has the Reaves has the more nice contract because he giving you 20 plus points per game on a $13 million contract. Um, but no, Rui's contract is fine. He is just where he is. He asked me. He keeps paying Lakers in five, but since I'm the host, he's pretty much paying me. So he asks, is DeAndre Ayton overrating your opinion, sir? I don't think he is. I think he's overhated and over disrespected. So I think DeAndre Ayton isn't overrated. I'm pretty sure Lakers in five, aka DJ, will probably disagree with me. But as the host, I don't think DeAndre Ayton is overrated. I think he's overhated and overly disrespected. But I do understand why. Um, Ayton is not it. He's going to party hard in LA. LO. Um, but while we're acting while we're acting like star players don't party hard in LA though. You know what I mean? Like, as long as he gets the job done on the court and does he do what he supposed to do, that's not legal or going against any policies or laws with the NBA and all that. I don't care, dude. If you want to party, go party. Donald D. Venom said, I would rather have more of a dog like Clax. Hell, even Allen. Jared Allen is not a dog. He is very soft in the playoffs. He was getting pushed around and bullied by Miles Turner, and I like Jared Allen, but I'm passing on Jared Allen, bro. I'm good. I am good. I didn't. Now y'all talking about Aiton soft. Jared Allen is the definition of being soft come playoff time, and then he's horrible defensively in the playoffs. Like he gets picked on in the playoffs. So just keep that in mind, folks. Just keep that in mind. If it's different, if it's between Aiton and Jared Allen, I'm easily picking DeAndre Ayton. He's disrespected other greats first, which got him here. Who did he disrespected though? Outside of Monty Williams, I don't think he respected Chris Paul. He respected and Allen positive. I don't know because if Jared Allen is so good, why would like y'all brought up um who would the LA Lakers give up to get DeAndre Ayton in your opinion, bro? Lakers in five. I will give up Rui. I will give up Gabe and Vando for DeAndre Ayton and Matisse Thybulle. I'll throw in Shake Milton too, just cause. But yeah, I would definitely do that. So did Aiton, bro? But that's my point though. Like if DeAndre Ayton is so good though, why? Like if Jared Allen, excuse me, is so good, why would Cleveland want to trade him? So, yeah, I'll send the tag. Eh, he has history. Maybe a decent team would change that. I'd rather get Clark of Adams. From Houston. Yeah, yeah. Steven Adams is not available, so we can kiss him goodbye. Uh, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I'm glad you agree. If you didn't agree, it would be cool too. But yeah, Dono D Venom said Booker and the coach. Um, I don't. He didn't disrespect the KD. He didn't disrespect D. I think he disrespected D Book because D Book saw him in the paint where he could easily get his bucket, and he just Booker ignored him, and that's where he had a problem with it. And then the coach just does not like him. Period. So, Dino D Venom also said Vando and Rue should be in separate packages. Yes, but no one wants to take on Vando's contract. So if Portland wants him to where we can get Aiton, I would do that. He said I'm keeping Vando. He can't shoot, but he's our best defender. He's actually not anymore. I I disagree. Vando's no longer our best defender due to the injuries that he has had on his feet and everything. Um but yeah, and also while we need guys who can give us both offense and defense, and Jared Vanderbilt does not give us that, but DeAndre Ayton can. I know that. I'd rather go with Allen, who likes Braun and Luca. He even said it. You can like somebody, but if you're soft and you get played off the floor in the playoffs, I don't want you. And DeAndre Ayton does not get played off the floor in the playoffs. It just does not happen. It just doesn't happen with him. Just keep that in mind. Uh, Aiden is not going to do much for the Lakers. Not a good fit. I disagree. He also said too that Vandal didn't help us. That's also true. That's why they traded him. They traded him because they didn't want Aiton. Aiton didn't want to be with them anymore, and they traded him. They matched the offer sheet to trade him. That's what I'm guessing. But either way, if you put him in LA, if you put him with Luka Doncic, if you put him with LeBron James, I promise you, or even Austin Reeves, I promise you, he'll be much better, bro. I promise you. I promise y'all, bro. Is Luka better than Donovan Mitchell, bro? Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. There's not even a question. I'll take Luka over Donovan Mitchell any of the week, and I like Donovan Mitchell much better, but Luka's better than him. Antonio Slow. I don't know what you mean by that. He said Vando creates extra possessions on just his hustle. If DFS is our best defender, Vando second with the injuries. You don't think he won't do the same? No. No. Uh, DFS is not even our best defender. It's actually LeBron James. LeBron James is our best defender, like period on the team, and it's sad, but he is. And yes, Vanna creates extra possessions for us for offense, but he's so bad offensively to where it's like a turnover. So I don't think that's something to really like to really bring up because yes, he creates a lot of turnovers for us, but then he also causes turnovers because he can't score around the rim. He's too scared to shoot. He can't shoot. So just keep that in mind. I disagree with you about the eight and slow part. How if they're going to be passing it to the shooter first? Yes, but it's 4-on-5 basketball. No, I would even have. No, I would have. No, yeah, 100% would pick Luke over Donovan Mitchell as well, bro. So yes, I agree. I'm glad we both agree. He's going to be upset. I think DeAndre Ayton would rather be in a situation where he's more welcome and appreciative, and maybe even then he'll change up to be like, okay, if I can't get all the touches I want, let me at least rebound, let me at least do this, do the dirty work, and da 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 da. Like I think like again, he needs a new change of scenery, and I think with the Lakers, it's just a good situation to be in a winning culture, a franchise that is very good with centers. Period. With big men, just Kareem, Shaq, Wilt, and Anthony Davis, Marcus Gasol, and everything. Like, yeah, just keep that in mind. Also, Aiden would be good in LA as a fourth option. I have him as the third. Wiggins to the Lakers would be a good backup wing if possible. Um, I would actually love Aaron Wiggins. I would love Andrew Wiggins here. Like, I don't know, the money definitely works to where you can get both him and Aiton, but realistically, I don't see it happening. But if you can get Aiton and Wiggins, that will be a good offseason to me. Because you get a guy who can play point for attack defense, your 3-and-D wing, and you get a DeAndre Ayton. That's nice. Honestly, I'd rather Cam Reddish over Vando at this point, and he's cheaper. I agree. I know Cam Reddish was not good offensively. He was like a mini version of Vando, but he's shown more promise offensively than Vanderbilt ever did. So yeah, Jalen Duren from the Pistons would be ideal. His athletic abilities, I agree, but he's bad defensively. He was upset. He was getting the ball even though he's a starter. No. Yes, we need a 6'10" and 7-footer. Yeah, we cooked in the paint. Andrew Wiggins will be a perfect fit down in LA with the Lakers. I agree with you in my book. Yeah, I agree with you too. I agree with you too. Also, if you guys want to, you guys do not have to, but if you guys want to, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you guys would like to cash app me some money, that's if you do have cash app. That's kind of like the super chat, because the super chats do go to me whenever I do go live. So if you guys want to, you know, subscribe and send me money on Cash App, then you guys are more than welcome to do so, my guy. More than welcome to do so. No problems whatsoever. That's why he got traded, though he was already a winning culture. They had to use Bobo if he was stuck up, like you're saying. He would have had but yeah, DeAndre Ayton can easily give you 18 points and 8 rebounds. He can give you more rebounds too. By the way, he can get you like 10 to 12 rebounds per game. Yeah, DeAndre Ayton is a very good rebounder. And the paint is where we failed. Yeah, Brooke Lopez will be a better option since we don't have to trade. Just curious on your opinion. Brooke Lopez as a starting center, no, but as a backup, I would not hate Brooke Lopez as my backup. Now, y'all talking about DeAndre Ayton being slow. Brooke Lopez is very slow. All he is a all he is a shot blocking, 3-point shooting merchant. That's all he is, bro. But I would love Brooke Lopez here, just not as a starting center. He he did look it up, bro. LL, no beef, and just stating facts. No, that's fair. What about the Hawks center? Yeka Okongwu, James Thornton, as a Hawks fan, I think the Hawks will trade Yeka Okongwu, but at the same time, too, though, I don't think we will because if we trade him, then we need a backup center. But again, we'll see. We'll figure it out. But if the Hawks do want to trade with the Lakers and we get a Konwu, I'll be happy. Definitely be happy. I would definitely love a Yeka Okongwu here for sure. For sure, for sure. Eh, but you skipping the point. He caused his current issue. Yeah, but I think again though, with the right situation, with the right culture and everything, I think, and with a coach that actually likes him too, because you also got to keep in mind also, like Monty Williams did not like DeAndre Ayton for whatever the reason. JJ Redick legit praised him on first take. Nikola Jokic legit praised him and everything. So just keep that in mind. Will Giannis be available with the Lakers trade next season? I don't think so. I think Giannis is staying for another year. I think us getting Giannis, you can kiss that goodbye respectfully. I think I think you should just mark that off now. Not saying we won't ever get him, but I don't know if we're going to get him. I think it's not likely, but we'll see. People said the same thing about Luca, and we got Luca. He said we need to put LeBron James at small forward, red flag, and get another star with Rui and Vando. I disagree. I definitely disagree with that, but I respect your opinion. Which carried over to Portland, hence why they want us to give him instead of. But why? No, 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 no. I think I would rather have DeAndre Ayton because DeAndre Ayton is a better option health wise, a better player wise. And not only that, you do not have to give up much outside of matching salary to get him. Portland wanted, I think, two unprotected firsts for Robert Williams, and I'm not giving up two unprotected firsts for a used up. Um, I'm good. I love Robert Williams, but I even myself is not doing that. I'm not doing that. Was Phoenix not was not a chance? Not with the head coach, no, and how they was using DeAndre Ayton, no. No, I'm not a DeAndre Ayton fan, but he's a guy that again I would like. Yeah, can we get Giannis for Reaves, Rui, and Vano connect in the pick? You're gonna have to trade everything for Giannis, and I'll be willing to do so. But then it's hard. It's kind of complicated afterwards. But I don't think we can get Giannis. I do not think. I don't think we can get Giannis. If he did what y'all asking for, honestly, he would have. Yeah, but you also got to keep in mind too, though. Giannis just went crazy that finals too, though. He was averaging like he was averaging like 36 points, 14 some rebound. He like Giannis that year was crazy. Like Giannis that year was on a mission to win a championship. So and also keep in mind too, Chris Paul was choke. Like Chris Paul was bad and like he was getting cooked. Was getting locked up by what you call it by Drew Holiday and all. He like Chris Paul was a no show in the finals too, so it's not his fault. He showed up. Devin Booker and Aiton showed up, just everyone else didn't show up. So he didn't know the life of a Portland Trailblazers. LOL. He took Phoenix for no. It's more so of Phoenix took him for granted, and he didn't want to be there no more because he was supposed to be a Pacer. Remember that he was supposed to be Indiana Pacer, but uh the Suns matched his they matched the contract so they can hold him hostage and everything. Even it was if he sucked it up, bro, following the year the coach was gone, he would have been there now with two rings. No. No, I disagree with you. But I respect your opinion, but I disagree with you. He asked me uh the Mets profile pic said, is JJ Redick overrated as a coach in your humble opinion, dog? No. I think JJ Redick is a top 10 is a top 5 to 10 head coach in the NBA. I just think um he just needs the right pieces around. He just needs the right pieces. He needs a center. He needs three centers really, and 3D guys around Luke and LeBron James. And if Austin Reeves is here, then Austin Reeves, and he will be okay. I think JJ Redick's a very good head coach. I don't think he's overrated. If people do think he's overrated, then it's them hating. Because I think JJ's a very good coach. Nah is a good one at catch. Yeah, I would love Nikhil Alexander Walker. I would love Nah. Nah would be a good option for the Lakers, but I think LeBron James will have to take a pay cut, and I don't know if he will. Now, if he wants to for Nick Alexander Walker, I will not be mad. But if he doesn't, I will not be mad either. Just keep that in mind. Pablo said, "Lakers in 5 is over, buddy." Yeah, but this is the YouTube channel, so and we want our championship, and we want all of our series in the bubble in 5 games, but the finals. But it is what it is. And plus, Lakers in 5 is very catchy, so respect the YouTube channel's name, please, and thank you. Maybe next year. Yeah, maybe next year. Lakers will trade Reaves, the only real asset teams want. Yeah, I agree. I think we have to trade Austin Reaves this year. The fit is not there. I don't want to pay him $30 to $40 million per season just for you to be the second option next to LeBron James, like next to Luka Doncic, now or long term. Like in the playoffs, he scared me, bro. Like he was breaking every open shot, turn over the ball. I know people claim he was hurt, but Luka was sick and LeBron was hurt, and they played better than him. Even Rui was injured too, to where he could hardly jump, and he played better than Austin Reeves. So I don't want to use the toe, like the bruised toe or whatever, as an excuse. Yeah, I 100% agree that JJ Redick is 100% a good coach, bro, and I agree he's not overrated at all. Okay. Again, we've been agreeing this whole entire time, and I appreciate it, Brody. I really, really, really appreciate it. Now, if you do disagree with something, you're welcome to disagree. It's just a fun topic and everything. But if you guys don't want Aiden, I wouldn't be against Robert Williams, but I don't want Robert Williams as my starting center, and he's very injury prone. So also keep that in mind, guys. Also, like he's very injury prone, and Portland wants a lot. Reeves is a bum on defense. Oh, for sure. He's god awful. Like god awful. He might be he's I have him as a awful worse defender than Luca. Like very awful. You don't think they would be Boston and OKC Pacers? Hell, maybe just the Nuggets. Maybe the Nuggets, maybe, but but OKC got we will lose in 5 games. Talking about Lakers in 5 against OKC, OKC in 5 against us because Austin Reeves was god awful. Um, Pacers, no, they will legit run us out the gym with their athleticism and their guys who can play defense. And again, Austin Reeves is a no show. And then the Nuggets, maybe, just maybe the Nuggets. But even still, we don't have a center to where we can slow down Jokic. And then Austin Reeves and Luke as your backcourt defensively is a problem. And then Austin Reeves is again no show in the playoffs. So just keep that in mind also. Why was whoa, dude. Why was Jono D Venom banned? He didn't even do nothing, Brody. Bro, oh my god. I pray I did not miss I pray I did not misclicked, bro. Cause I promise you I clicked on Jamie's comment and then oh my god, bro. I pray I did not ban him. Dino D Venom, I I apologize if I did accidentally click on banning you, but I did not. I don't think I did though, but that's weird how I clicked on Jamie's stage and then it just said click on ban you. Yeah. So I do apologize. If I did, DJ, but I don't ever recall clicking ban him. I was clicking on remove his highlighted comment, but either way, yeah, I would love DeAndre Ayton here, guys. If not Robert Williams, but I prefer Robert Williams as a backup. Matisse Thybulle, Denny Avia, but I don't think they'll give up Denny Avia. Like there's multiple options from Portland that the Lakers could trade for and everything. Um, So yeah, guys, just keep that in mind. If you guys again want to send super chats, You guys are more than welcome to do so also. I appreciate it, dude. Appreciate it, my guy. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Much love, much love. Nah, you're welcome, bro. You're welcome. We need 3 positions filled. That's crazy. Crazy work. It's been 5 years. Yeah, it has, bro. Time goes by fast, Brody. It does. Time goes by fast. But yeah, I appreciate the love and support for the stream, Brody. But yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of work to do, Brody. But yeah, we but yeah, bro. Let's see here. Clint Capella. I would like Clint Capella. I wouldn't hate it. Just not as my starting center though. No, I don't like that as my starting center. Kaminga, I would love Jonathan Kaminga. For the MLE. Would you trade for their backup big with Clint? With Clint, I don't think Portland would trade Donovan Cleveland. I don't think they would do that. Cleveland, I don't. I think he's untouchable for Portland. Can y'all see me, chat? Yeah, my bad, Donald. I don't know if I accidentally click on banning you, but I do apologize if I did. I did not mean to. I don't think I did, but I was trying to remove the pin comment and I just saw that. And my guess is I accidentally misclicked, so I do apologize. Do not be mad at me or DJ, please. John Collins. I would like John Collins, just not by himself. It has to be with Walker Kessler for me to be moved. You know what I mean? Like it has to be Walker. It has to be him and Walker Kessler. Yeah. What the hell? Oh, you guys are. Hold on, bro. Why? It's just I want more. I don't want to give up a lot for just John Collins. It's gonna have to be something else. You know what I mean? So just that, keep that in mind also. But yeah, I apologize, bro. I did not intentionally mean to do that. I know you're saying you're good, but I do apologize again. That's my fault. I take blame for that. Full blame for that. Take full blame for that. We had like 120 some people watching to now we have 35 people watching. That is crazy how YouTube does that to people, bro. But yeah, I just, I want something more than just John Collins, you know what I mean? So just keep that in mind, people. Like I would love him and Walker Kessler or Lauren Marketing for Walker Kessler. Um, so yeah. So we'll keep this stream up for a couple more minutes and we'll be good to go. Now they have the people. Now they have the people. We have 500 and 105 people from Twitter. Salute to the 105 people from Twitter. And we have the 32 people from YouTube. We appreciate it, Brody. 107 now, people. Watching, so I appreciate it. Yo, can the Lakers 2026 Lakers reach the finals next season, bro? In your opinion, I don't know. It depends on what moves we make this offseason. It really depends because if we don't make the proper moves on what I think we can make, then no, you can just punt the season goodbye. But to answer your question, we can if we make the right pieces. Lewis said, "What's good, my Lakers family? Get the likes up, and subscribe to the channel. If you are new, tell a friend or family member about the channel, and share the channel and become a member of the channel. Yes, let them know, Lewis. Let them know." Tyrell Lewis said, "Drew Holiday. I would like Drew Holiday if the price is right. I wouldn't be mad at that." But yeah, I wouldn't be mad at Drew Holiday. I would not be mad at Drew Holiday at all. I think Drew Holiday would be a great option. He also fit perfectly too next to Luca. In a report, I was going to say Daryl White and Jalen. Yeah, there was yeah, that was the report that I brought up like a couple minutes ago about Boston looking to trade Jalen Brown or Derek White, and they have received offers from those teams, but we will see. But if we can get Jalen Brown or Derek White or Drew Holiday, I would not be mad at all. The only Boston Celtic player that I do not want is Porzingis. I don't want Porzingis because Luca and him have beef. Holiday would be a dream, yeah. I not in 2025 due to his age and everything, but he would be if this was like 2 to 3 years ago, yeah, for sure. But now, But I would still like him. He's still a good player. He's not a bum. Still one of the best defenders of all time, one of the best two-way guards of all time, a two-time champion, who can shoot, who can play defense, play with attack defense, everything. So yeah, I would love Drew Holiday. We can't get him. All right, glad you agree. Yeah, we've been agreeing this whole entire stream. I appreciate it though. I haven't really had someone like that to where we just agree. No, what was your question again? Because I couldn't see the question because it said that you was banned. So you have to re-ask the question again. I apologize, bro. Terrell said get one of the Milwaukee Bucks player, Pat Covington. No, I'm good. If that's what you're talking about, no, I don't want Pat Covington on this team. Even as a backup guy, just no. He's old, declined, washed. The Bucks want to get rid of him. Just no. I'm good on Pat Covington. I will love Ayton and Kamara. Um, I will love him too, bro. I'll love both of those guys, but I I don't know if Laker fans are gonna be willing to trade Dalton for Tony Kamara. I don't think they'll be willing to. All right. So the question is, you don't think in Phoenix if he had stayed they would have beaten Boston? Oh, I thought that was for the Lakers. I think they beat the Pacers. I also think they beat OKC, to be honest with you. I think they beat OKC. Now Boston, I don't know. But I know the Pacers and OKC and Nuggets, they would. I think they would. Because even Nikola Jokic said himself that DeAndre Ayton is the best defender to ever guard him. So, and this was after the bubble too. So just keep that in mind, folks. But yeah, I think Phoenix. Yeah, I think they beat. Yeah, but also think too though the head coach cannot be stubborn and hateful on Aiton and recognize that they need Aiton. That's another problem he had too. He didn't play DeAndre Ayton a lot of minutes as he should have. But he messed it up. You think anyone will want him for real? I think the Lakers will want him. I think him and Luca are buddies too. By the way, like him and DeAndre have a good relationship, and I talk to Luca fans too and everything. Every knew it was the coach. He just wasn't trying to got himself gone. Yeah, like the head coach didn't want him. He was mentally lost and everything. So it's like again, like why would I want to be here? Like why am I playing for the team that don't want me and everything? That type of thing. So just also keep that in mind. James Hawthorne said Luca needs a rim runner. Capella. It's just yeah. I feel you with again. I would like Capella as my backup center, not my starting center. But if he has to, then I would not like it, but I would not hate it. So just also keep that in mind, folks. I feel like it's another 80 situation where you think about it, the more touches then helps, which got 80 cent. Yeah, I think also too. I think 80 got sent to. Are you talking about like 80 being shipped to the Pelicans to the Lakers, or Lakers to or the Lakers to the Mavs? Now, which one is it? Oh, to the Mavs. I think AD got traded there because the Lakers did not believe in the AD and Braun duo no more. Uh, they didn't believe in AD no more, so they traded him. Uh, yeah, he wanted a center. Yeah, he got no. They was been planning to trade 80 though. This was they was talking about trading Luca to the Lakers and 80 to the Mavs. Those talks was happening for months. After the DFS trade, and after he made those comments, it kind of set a you know gave a reason on that, but the main reason is that they didn't believe in 80 no more. They didn't believe in LeBron and 80 duo. They felt like 80 could not take this franchise over the top, even though he helped us win the championship. And they wanted to head to a new direction. So, no, I know. But, yeah. But I think the main reason why he got traded, I think the main reason why we traded 80 because Rob Pelinka and Jeannie Buss did not believe in the AD and LeBron James duo no more. There's a lot of centers to deal with now, like 4 or 5, and they fast. Yeah, for sure. They don't believe because they couldn't get them what they needed, which made her think that. Yeah, yeah. Because what they're thinking is, wow, dang, like all we got is one championship out of them when we got multiple. But they also got to keep in mind too, though, that you guys didn't get the proper guys to where they can win another championship outside of the bubble or another or two. Like this, like the Braun and AD should have at Braun and AD as a duo should at least have like 2 to 3 championships. So also got to keep that in mind. But Jeannie Buss told Rob Pelinka to do whatever, and that's what led to that. So just keep that in mind, folks. Yeah, which was dumb. Yeah, which was dumb. But I'll take Luka. Yeah, I agree. I'll take Luka over 82, even though it hurts. Because I like guys who can score and defend, but Luka's offense is just too like elite to where you just ignore it and you just have to accept the fact that his defense is not gonna, be like 80s level or nowhere close to 80s level, but uh, at least that Luka can drop you 38 and 8 easily, to where he could potentially drop even 70 points or whatever on any given night. Uh, they couldn't get the deal done, but the new owner, Mr. D. Parks, make free agents happy. Keep that in mind too. Yeah, I agree. The bandwagon said, Gerald, repeat the trade transaction for Aiden again. So Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent, Jared Vanderbilt, Maxi Kleba, a 2026, a 2028 first round pick swap for DeAndre Ayton and Matisse Thybulle. That is the trade proposal that I have. Or if you do not want now if you do not want DeAndre Ayton, you could just do Maxi Kleba, Jared Vanderbilt, Gabe Vincent, and Shake Milton. I'm glad you agree. Don said my bad if the N word is bad. Sorry. No, you're good, dude. You're good, my guy. If you're black, you're able to say it. Westwood said, "What up? Who uh who want this scrub? Aiton must be Cuba. Nah, it ain't Cuba. It's me, the host for Drill. Like who's hosting Lakers and Five Channel? It's me. Yeah. But again, like you also like I'm just thinking of different options and what are realistic or whatnot. Um, perfect trade. Yeah. S- Oh no! Do not put Vando. LO definitely. Okay, so you're good then. You don't have to apologize for saying the N word then. Bubble team could have won back to back, but they broke them up. I think the 2021 Lakers team was better than the bubble team. If they was historically the best defensive team in the league during that season, and they was one of the best defensive teams of all time. But the problem was that they wasn't healthy. So just keep that in mind. But Cuba, who said something so rubbish, said that Thibault is just another Vando, and Aiden would be mad because Luca and Brown would do all the will do the boatload of the scoring, and also Reaves. This is just another son. No, that was he. Nah, but I disagree with you though, because I think Luke. But see, this is the thing though too though. Luca looks for those centers that can catch lobs and stuff. Aiden can do that. He did it with Chris Paul. You don't think he can do the same thing for Luka Doncic? And LeBron James also is a very good playmaker. They will make sure he gets the ball. See bandwagon, know what I'm talking about. Perfect trade because we're gonna trade a couple more guys to get a second center. Yep, which cost him 2 rings in Phoenix. Yeah, but at the same time though, Phoenix did not want him. Man, I heard Luca. I heard Aiden got the same. Yeah, Luca and Aiden are best friends though. So just keep that in mind, folks. Just not me just saying that, but again, keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. Keep that in mind. No, but that's the thing though too though. LeBron James and Luka Doncic can give him and Reaves can like one thing about those three that I would not question is their playmaking. Like they can get and JJ Redick's coaching schemes too. I think y'all forget that too. Aiton will get the ball, bro. He will get the ball. He will get the ball. He'll be able to score. He'll be able to do his good amount of scoring too. And then also too, you got to think about it too. LeBron James will not be here much longer, and I don't know if Austin Reeves will be here much longer. So Aiton and Luca will be nice. So just keep that in mind. Um, I think Aiden will be more than a lot that Gerardo. Yeah, yeah, but like I just said earlier, I do still want to say it earlier too. By the way, Donald D Venom said, "I don't know. It's scary. Everyone would feel that way. Come and go to LA." Yeah, but again, I think it's a culture situation. I think that, and also too though, I think people forget too. JJ Redick likes Matisse Thybulle and DeAndre Ayton. He's talked to DeAndre Ayton on one of the podcasts, and he talked about him on First Take. So that's another reason why I brought this up too, though, because JJ Redick does have, and Cam Johnson. He talked about Nick Claxton, Cam Johnson, these guys too. So we're just talking about guys that are realistic, guys that need to be talked about more, diamonds in the rough or whatever. But yeah, uh, Aiden Thibault, yes, I agree with you. That nigga getting the ball only as a lob threat, I disagree. Luke and Aiden is not cutting for our future. I'm sorry. You don't know that because people think the same thing for Austin Reeves, but I don't know that. And he was horrible. Um, and he was horrible in the playoffs. So just keep that in mind. Jamie said Fable shoes up perimeter defense. Yes. And he also can hit the three ball too, though. So he also can hit the three ball. So yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. He's better than Vando too. So if you're worried about, oh well, what about your Vando replacement? Thibault right there, and he gives you more offensively. So just keep that in mind, folks. Just keep that in mind. But um, this is his last year on his deal. Like this year he makes 30. This year he makes 35.5. So he's on expiring, which makes things even more satisfying too. Because if it doesn't work out, you could just trade him at the trade deadline or let him walk. No, and he didn't cut it. LL Austin should be in the same spot as Rui and everything. No, no, no. I agree with you though. That's why I want Austin Reeves traded too though. So yeah, I like Aiden as my second option because Luca can, Luca likes his centers, and then not only that, his second best player is a center. So Aiden will probably get like 20 to 25 points per game on 10 to 12 rebounds, 2 assists, uh, uh 1 to 2 blocks, and a couple of steals or whatever. Like Aiden will be fine, bro. I think y'all just overreacting and y'all look. And by the way, his contract was fine until the CBA came out. A lot of people didn't really care about his contract until the CBA came out to where it made it extra more strict and everything. So just keep that in mind. Also, you're trading not good players for him too. So yeah, just keep that in folks. Keep that in mind. I'll trade Austin first. They try to keep Rui for when Braun goes low key. But I don't know if Braun, when is Aiton the second best player? When LeBron James retires, that's when DeAndre Ayton, in my opinion, will be the second best player. Because I know a lot of people say, oh, Austin Reeves is better than Ayton, but I disagree. Dano said, yeah. I think Rui is gone. And I hate to say it too, but I think, yeah, after LeBron, yeah, when LeBron James retires, DeAndre Ayton will be the second best player on the team. That's what I'm thinking. Because who we going to give for when LeBron James is gone? It's easier to solve that four spot than what you think, though. Dino D Venom. I think it's easier to solve than what you think. LeBron James is turn with 4 rings. Oh, don't say that. Please do not say that. No, sir. Please delete this message right now. I pray LeBron James at least wins one more championship, man. Just one more championship or two, please, bro. That's what I want. No, we can't have to. We gotta get Wemby. I don't think we're getting Wemby though. I don't think that will never happen unless the Spurs are saying, "Hey, we're gonna trade Wemby to y'all because we don't like his long term stuff." And da 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 da. I don't know. We'll see. The Lakers will win again once he leaves. If LeBron James is my go, and I'm saying that. No, I know, but nah, man, I need LeBron James to win one more championship, bro. At least one more championship. The Spurs will be idiots if they give up that generational talent. I agree, but same thing said for the again. We don't know, but my guess is that the Spurs are not going to trade Wemby to us at all. Period. Now, if they do, then I won't complain. But yeah, Luca and Wemby as a pair will be generationally like cinema, like peak cinema, bro. I would love those two as a pair. But I don't think it's happening. Nah, but I'm just gonna give the one. No, the NBA is going to give him one his way out. Watch on God. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Like what Drill said, the Magic are contenders. So why would Ben Carroll lead the Magic when their front court is solid now? Yeah. I don't think Paulo leaving. I don't think Wemby or Paulo's leaving. I'll be surprised if Paulo leaves or Wemby. But between Paulo and Wemby leaving first, I see Wemby leaving first before Paulo, to be honest with you. Unless the Spurs get like Giannis or something. But yeah. So the Magic giving him the max, yeah. And he deserves the max too, bro. I agree. I think they are, and I think they will. But anyways, it was a good stream. Unfortunately, no super chats was sent, but it is okay. Make sure you guys drop a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Much love, much support. No, more, bro. Not one of them. Yeah, but appreciate the chat. For being super active today. Again, I apologize for, what I'm saying, us live streaming, me live streaming late. But, you know, I was eating and then I had to do some other personal stuff first before. But I apologize, DJ, for live streaming late. And, if you guys want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, just check out Gerald Sports Jr. on YouTube. Subscribe, turn on all notifications, like, comment, share all my videos if you guys want to. And if you guys think I did a good job live streaming, you guys are also welcome to Cash App me money. It don't matter how much, how high or how low it is. Just if you want to do it, then you guys are more and welcome to do so. But peace out.
With the first pick in the NBA draft, the Los Angeles Lakers in 5 select.
Just got another ring for you, and I know we gon' ball. We don't take no days off. I just want to put a 3 on a card. Back home, the rest illegal. We won't be going for the team running off Shaq Diesel, dog. Play against the Lakers, niggas lethal, dog. still going, still going. Back home smoking legal. We won't be going for the sequel. Team running off Shaq Diesel, dog. Play against the Lakers, niggas legal, dog. Still going, still going, still going, still going.